y'all know how it is. Common Ground Podcast, and all you gotta do
Yes,
is
sir.
the subscriber button. It's free to do. Listen, like all our shows, we got another great one. And like I said, of course, y'all know how we do. We're gonna get right at it.
It's your boy in Philly D. Thanks for tuning in to Common Ground Podcast.
Murdoch, welcome back to the podcast.
We want to give a special welcome to the guy, one of the funniest people in the United States. Go ahead, Dom. Yes, sir.
It's your boy Dom Deuce, Common Ground Podcast. Just happy to be a part of the family today.
Always family. And we got a real special one, a great one. Somebody real great and a real queen and a real great woman. We're going to get right at it, though. First, let's give her a round of applause first. I'm going to let her introduce her name and tell them what she about. So let them know real quick your name and what do you do. And thank you for coming here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. My name is LaWanda Horton. I also go by Real Mission Inc., Real Empress L. And I am a native New Yorker who is a professional fundraiser for nonprofits in Philadelphia. I help start, grow, and find funding for organizations.
Oh, yes, that's wonderful. Yes. Like I always ask all my guests before we start that, so are you from Philly?
No, I'm from New York. I'm an upstate New York girl.
Okay. So you went to high school in New York?
Yeah, I went to high school in New York. Moved to Philly in 2005, so I've been here a minute. I'm half Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half Philly now.
Okay. You and then you said I'm half Philly, yeah, for sure. So is it a difference from Philly and New York?
Oh yeah, definitely.
The living?
It's a different climate entirely.
Okay. So which one you choose? You rather think New York better than that?
I like Philly better because I feel like Philly is more real, is more authentic.
Okay, I'll take that.
You know,
I love that.
value authenticity.
That's heavy coming
From New York?
Coming from New
Yeah,
York. Yeah, yeah, right.
That's a heavy city.
Okay, yes.
So, like what's your business? What you doing? Started your business in New York or in Philly?
Well, I started my career in New York.
Okay.
I graduated with a bachelor's in theater, and so I was in acting and directing and theater history in college. But I knew damn well not to think that I was gonna have a career as an actor.
Right.
All of my friends went to LA and New York to try to pursue acting and just ended up working in a restaurant.
Right.
So I knew I had to find another way to make money. So I became the fundraiser for a theater in New York.
Oh, that's dope.
And that's how my career as a grant writer and fundraiser started. I fell in love with it. My job was basically just to drink with old white men and get them to write me checks.
Yeah.
And it was like, when you're in your early 20s, just drinking and enjoying yourself for a living is a nice job.
Okay.
I bet.
Okay, huh.
Okay, let's take it back. So you say you're from New York, but you live in Philly now. So I seen you were an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You also was a artist, made music.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what came first and what made you switch off?
So I was an artist first. When I was 14 years old, I opened up for famous hip hop acts.
Okay.
Naughty by Nature, Grand Puba, Onyx, the Fushnikins, Queen Latifah. I was 14 years old. I was one of the youngest females in the game at that time because a lot of the female rappers, it was a handful of them. You know, MC Lyte, Roxanne Shante, like the legends.
Okay.
There was only a handful, but there was no kids. So I think they viewed me as like a gimmick or like a commodity. They were going to put me out on stage with my little teenage friends, and we would dance around the stage, and we would be a good opening act.
So it was more of a group?
Yeah, it was. Well, I was the only rapper, but they were like my backup dancers.
What was the name of the group?
It was called Neighborhood Threat. Although 3 teenage girls are not really a neighborhood threat, but it was definitely
Depends on where they grow up.
Right.
It was definitely a heavy little name for our group. But yeah, like my grandma, she's from the deep south, and a 14-year-old girl out at clubs at 4 o'clock in the morning, it was not going to be happening for too long. So I did like about 3 or 4 shows before she like put the.
So it was like, Ended
Okay.
short, started
yeah,
ended
it
short.
ended short, and then I kind of like went into my business mind and started doing like more business related stuff, but always had like the secret longing to like return to the music, return to the
Okay.
art stuff, and that's how I got to Philly, to years later, to living through the rappers here vicariously, and doing some of the projects that I've been doing here.
Okay, so what? And after the music thing, you just decided to switch to acting, or
Yeah, because like so this is a story, one of the naughty ones. I told you said that I could tell.
You can say whatever you want on this show. Yes.
So in college, I was quite the weed smoker, and all around fool. So a couple of my friends were gonna audition for this play, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna go to audition too. And I was really just fucking around, basically. I was high as shit. I went to audition for the play, knowing I was not getting the part. And the next day, when I went to go look at the list, I landed the lead role. And I was
Nice,
like,
nice.
no, like, I didn't really
wasn't
mean
ready.
this.
Yeah, he
I'm
wasn't
not
ready.
doing this. My friends were like, you have to now. Like, everybody wanted the lead role. And this, it was a comedy, too. So they were like, everybody wanted the lead role. You got to accept it now. So I performed, rehearsed and performed in that show, and then changed my major to acting.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you went to school. You went to school in New York. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask, out of your 3 fields that you've been in, which is music, the acting, and the fundraising, what do you feel like challenged you more to accomplish out of those fields?
Oh, it's a tie. I gotta say, like, theater is hard as shit. Like, if you go to school for theater, people think, oh, it would be fun to be acting and playing out scenes and doing plays. It's really hard. There's a lot of reading involved. There's a lot of writing involved in that degree. And you have to learn how to do everything, meaning in case the sound guy collapses dead, you know what I mean, during the show, you have to know how to work the soundboard. Even if you came from off stage, go back, work the soundboard, come back and go back on stage. They taught you versatility, right? But getting that skill and versatility made me perfect for this nonprofit stuff. Because in nonprofits, it's the same thing. You have very little resources. You have to know how to do a lot of different kinds of things. You have to be the marketing person, the person who runs the program, the person who raises the money. So the two kind of are similar in level of difficulty.
Okay. Okay. So nonprofit. So that's throughout the acting, like Dom said and everything. That's where like you're staged at. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to do no songs, or if a movie came your way, you wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't be in a movie. I don't like the way the way films are. I don't like the process of the film. I love the stage. I like the live performance where you memorize the
Broadway.
lines.
Okay.
And
So
I
play.
like the way my heart races right before it's time to go out on stage, and you can't mess up, and all the pressure is on. I kind of like the competitiveness of that. I'm definitely thinking about getting back into the music now. I'm kind of I'm at a seasoned age, but I feel like music is missing what I bring to it, which is the intellectual stuff. And I think that's making a comeback with Doechii winning her Grammy, with everything we're seeing with Kendrick and stuff. I think it's making a comeback, like intellectual music. So, and I'm ratchet and intellectual, and I think that it's a nice combination. And I enjoy it a lot, the process of writing. I write almost every Saturday morning in bed. So I got a binder under my bed of poems and rhymes that I've been writing. So I think I'm ready to get in the studio soon.
Hey, you still killing the stage when
that's good.
he got bars.
Yeah.
Philly got bars.
Yeah.
You performed there. So
Yeah, I performed at my event. And
still
like
doing
that
your
was like
thing?
my first time on stage in like over 20 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we seen that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
she
was
killed
there.
the stage. I think you had the best performance there.
Yeah, I was
Honestly.
like, how I win my own rap contest?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right.
Definitely was crazy. So I got pretty much, it's like 2 questions. So who was the influence for your music, and who was the influence for your acting?
Yeah. I would say like Diana Ross would be like my influence for the acting, because what her and Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson did with The Wiz was amazing. And if you just even see her in any of her classic movies, like Diana Ross was just like, to be a singer but to also be like that level of an actress. That was something I saw when I was little coming up.
Right.
You know, her movies would be playing in the background. I'm like, I might be too young to be watching this type of stuff. But yeah, so that was like an inspiration there. Definitely on the music end of things, it would have to be MC Light. Like, it would have to be just her whole swag. Like, she was before Remy, before Nicki, before everybody.
Right.
I just feel like, and she had that little I be having that little thug shorty vibe about, like, she has that too.
I thought you would go Roxanne.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of like, I like that Light was like pretty, but she was like pretty, but like also scary. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like that combination.
All right, so in the Mission Incorporation, okay, Real Mission Inc. Right? What made you get into that to help out other people, help out organizations?
Yeah. So so when I became the fundraiser for the theater, I kind of went into a career of raising money for these large white-run nonprofit organizations. And we all know what happens when you're a black person with talent in the workplace and you're the only one there. It's like a certain level of disrespect. Black women experience this a lot. And I felt like my job responsibility is to raise the salary of everybody here. So you would think that you would be showing me a little bit more respect for the type of work I do. I have the hardest job in the world because I'm a salesman who has no product. I'm selling a good feeling. You know, charity is selling a good feeling and getting someone to write you a check for that. I can't hand you a cake or a T-shirt or any of that. I'm handing you sort of like our future. I'm handing you our dream,
Right.
you know, and you're giving me money for that. So I would say, like, being black in the workplace made me want to start my own business so that I could reach my full potential as a person. And I felt like I would never be able to do that on somebody else's watch.
Okay.
Okay.
And do you feel as like, I know you got this going on, do you feel like shifting it? I seen one of your interviews or posts. You making a lot of money for everybody else, but it's your turn now.
Right.
So what do you have for yourself that you want to do
Yeah,
to bring
yeah.
you some
Gonna
dough?
sip of
You
these
know what I
down.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody else.
This is like the number one criticism that my friends have of me is how much I get the money just to give it really to everyone else. Take Philly Got Bars, for instance. If I raised $10,000, at least $9,000 of that went to the people that I hired that were around me to do my flyers, to do my DJing for it, the host, all of that was people from within the circle, because I believe in feeding our neighbors, right? So at the end of that, I only asked for 1,000 of that, you know what I mean? And then gave half of the 1,000 to my assistant. So at the end of the day, the 500 that I made, I turned around and used to do a town hall. So, like, that's the number one criticism that my friends and family members have of me is how little I actually give to myself. And it's unheard of, too, in Philly. So,
I was just about to say that. It's like,
Yeah.
I look at it like a basketball thing. You gave so much for the team. You
Yeah.
sacrificed for the team to win. But I think it's time for you to win your championship now. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time for you to get your look, man. I'm gonna get my ring my way. I want to go out on top, fully compensated, and get it done as far as on your behalf.
And that's
Yeah,
true
yeah.
because it's owed to you now.
Yeah, so
deserve
2025
it.
shifted the energy for me big time because I had just felt so used up by other individuals at the end of 24, and it also coincided with a full collapse. Like people who really had no business being around me just off themselves, basically. You know, like just jumped off the bridge or whatever. They got rid of themselves for me. You get what I'm saying? The people I was unwilling to get rid of myself.
Right.
And then other people, it was time. They pushed it to the limit. I got rid of them. So I ended up at the end of December, you know, in December of 2024, I ended up with a clean slate. The room was empty and there was nothing in it. So I was now able to make a decision about what I wanted to bring back into the room, right? That's the
been there.
energy I've been in since. So, you know, I haven't been really outside. Like last 3 months, I've been kind of inside, focused on my stuff. Paying attention to like what calls I answer, what events I go to, like just being more deliberate. That's where my pay is coming from now. I'm no longer like totally accessible to everyone at all times. That's more valuable to me than money.
You raised about 26 million.
26 million
26
for other
million.
organizations.
It's definitely.
What's crazy is to raise 26 mil and not have a mill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
how does that go, and how is that possible? Like,
Because when you apply for money for organizations, it's supposed to be about the charity. It's not supposed to be about a person getting paid. So when I apply, I'm applying to end violence in Philadelphia. I'm applying to save lives, not to enrich myself. Now I could put a little couple dollars in the grant, you know, that covers, you know, something for me, but the whole point of the grant isn't for me to get, you know, 999,000 out of it. You know what I mean? So
I mean, not that, but I understand what you're saying. I don't know. Everybody
I think
got their
my
own opinion.
problem is in the percentage that I take is not enough. And even the funder is looking at me like, why don't you have more? They're not going to argue with me that I should get
Right.
paid more
More,
if I don't
right.
want more.
Yeah.
So they always look at it as like, you know, why isn't the percentage that you want more?
To be honest, that might make me actually give you more money.
Yeah.
Right.
That me looking at how much you're taking little from the pot and you're still fighting for so much of this pot, it makes me want to. Yeah, man, give her this $3 million.
Right.
She's getting maybe what $5,000 off of this $1 million.
Right, yeah, that's it.
Give her that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a gift and a curse as far as like how that can look with the naked eye. So I
You would
understand
think
it.
that we would get. So I'm good at raising money for my clients, especially in Philadelphia. If I write on behalf of a client who's from Philly, they're more likely to get the money than say like me, even if I have more experience in the field. So my own projects are hard to fund. My clients' projects are easy to fund because Philly has a wall up. And you can't pass that wall. It's a wall of power and influence here. That especially if you're not from here and you can't tell them what high school you went to, what sorority you're in, or what church you go to, if you can't do any of those three things, you're going to be an outsider here. And I've been here fighting sort of that wall and that system for almost 18 years now in Philly. And they're just now starting to be like, she won't go away. You know what I mean? She won't stop. So we have to give her something now because the streets are getting too loud in her favor.
Yeah, for sure.
The streets are starting to say like, why y'all not helping her? They're starting to say that. So they're having no other choice but to kind of start paying attention to me.
Yeah, you starting to get your
Yeah, you
recognition.
starting to get the recognition. It take time, but yeah, you gotta. Also, like the stuff that you fighting for, you want to make sure that you don't want to have nothing to be in that area. Like if you're fighting for like gun violence, you want to make sure that you're out the way too. So that's what I'm saying. That's why sometimes I think you should be compensated for that too. You know, period.
I think they have a hard time believing that somebody not from Philly could love Philly this much. You know?
I mean, I don't
Once
know
you
why.
get to Philly, I think most people love Philly.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
people that here and don't even like here, so I don't see why they don't.
I'm not gonna lie, I
I'm
didn't like it when I
confused.
first got
See,
here.
I knew it.
I didn't like it.
You
know
just
why?
adjusted to it.
You know why? Because this goes back to what you were saying earlier about the difference between New York and Philly. I was used to the fake shit.
Right.
New York is all about never let them see you sweat because somebody's standing right there trying to take your position. So you
Yeah.
better not ever show that
So
you have
many
any
people.
type of weakness,
Right.
even emotional weakness. If they know what your emotional weakness is, it will be exploited. Like it's that way. So you have to walk around there if you want to make it, smiling all the time and acting as if shit is okay.
Right.
When I got to Philly, nobody was doing that. If shit wasn't okay, they was acting like shit wasn't okay.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
But then
Ain't got it.
I had like a clutch your pearls moment and shit moving here because I was like, oh my God, that bitch said exactly what she was thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? like I really was like, damn, she said exactly what she was thinking. And I was like, oh my God, how tasteless. You know what I mean? Because that was how I was wired to think, right?
Right.
But then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, I might be able to start saying what I'm thinking. And once I felt that freedom of being able to live in my authenticity, it was freeing, you know, and that's what ended up making me fall in love with Philly.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you love it. Yeah.
You got 20 plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean how
yeah.
what here? Almost. Not yet.
I think you probably say you from Philly, right?
17
years.
17.
Yeah,
For sure.
17 years. So
Yeah.
But you can even deal with
Yeah.
Philly for
After
over
decades
10
you put
years.
that
You,
in, yeah.
you good.
Yeah. I know enough. Like when I heard I was watching some meme and she was speaking in nothing but like it's like a video. She was speaking in nothing but Philly slang. I was like, man, I done learned a whole new language out this bitch.
He's from Beverly Hills, so he's from Beverly Hills. He got grass, he got butlers, he got lawnmowers, a little extra gas in the fucking back. Don't believe his shit, though. He don't live like that.
So when you moved
He's
over here,
from
what
Beverly
part of
Hills.
the city you moved over?
Oh yeah, I was a scaredy cat. I moved to Roxborough because when I was googling where to
told you.
move, it just said murder, murder, murder all over the internet. I'm
gotta
like,
go.
nah, bro, where's there no murder? I was like googling where is there no murder, and they were like, yeah, Roxborough had like the lowest crime rate out of the
Right.
whole city and stuff. I moved there. I didn't last
Got
though
little
because it's too
watermelon
far
gardens
from
in the
everything.
back.
It's too far from everything. So.
murdery.
A little
So,
watermelon.
yeah.
some cantaloupe
Then I
in the
moved.
back.
Then I moved to South Philly.
Right.
South Philly, okay.
Where
And
in
now
South Philly?
I lived on 11th in Washington.
Okay.
And now I'm in Germantown. I've been in
Okay.
Germantown the longest.
Okay, yeah.
Almost 10 years I've been in
I've
Germantown.
been up here 20.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I've been up here 20 years. It's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, this is my last Philly neighborhood.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
let me ask you this, right? So do you still go back to New York and still conduct business in New York?
Yeah, I go back from time to time, but it's more for leisure. You
When
know,
you was born in New York, where at?
I was born and raised upstate.
Okay.
Yeah, so this town that I'm from is called Beacon, New York, and they're calling it Little Brooklyn now because everybody from New York City after 9/11 moved upstate.
Okay.
A lot of people, it's too expensive to live in New York. When you come up in New York, you move upstate. That's what the come up is because there's houses,
I
there's
don't know about that.
land.
I know
So
my people's live in Rochester. What's
yeah,
that?
yeah. So
upstate?
that's what, once you make it to a certain level as a New Yorker, your goal and dream, people always want what they don't have, right? So if you grow up in the city, your goal is to not be in the city.
Right.
So they moved upstate. So we used to have to deal with all the little Brooklyn, dudes and the little Brooklyn chicks moving up to where we're at, thinking that there's the shit and still getting beat up. Like we had to deal with all that stuff when we were growing up, like the mix of cultures or whatever. But I think all of New York has the same culture.
I think more people should make more money in New York. They stay open 24/7. I feel like if you was to take somebody from Philly, the way we grind and hustle, and we had to adapt to going to New York, it would be easy for us.
Yeah, in some ways, I think it will be easy. New York's barriers are different. Remember, it's going to be hard for Philly to be fake.
Right. Got you.
So that's going to be one of the requirements once you get there. Now, the hustle, they're going to respect and appreciate, right? But the candid, like honest discussion,
No.
they're not gonna appreciate that.
Right, right,
You know,
right.
it's. I think it's harder to make it in Philly than it is to make it in New York, though.
I mean, everything is in New York.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can't lie. I went out in New York numerous times, and I've received way more love and reciprocation from the New Yorkers versus when a Philly crowd, even if they might know me, they might even be comfortable with. It's still like trying to get water from a rock.
it's like, oh, that's just Dom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not.
yeah.
Well, you know,
I
they say a
expect you to be
prophet
what
in
you
his
are.
own town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a little saying, a prophet in his own town, like, doesn't get the same respect.
Right, that anywhere else. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, as
That's
anywhere
true.
else.
That's
But
true.
also, New York has a very diverse and welcoming energy. People, it's a stereotype that New Yorkers are mean. They're only mean if you're wasting their time or their money. They're in a hurry. They're not mean. They're in a hurry, and they don't really give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? That's the other thing, is that when we're doing what we're doing is tunnel vision. So I feel like that's it. But as far as like when you're social with New Yorkers, it's a welcome, and every crew got a white dude. You know what I mean? Or a Puerto Rican dude in it.
They ain't got time for no games, and they gotta get that rent money. $2,000
Oh, yeah,
for
like-
one bedroom.
Yeah.
2,000.
For efficiency.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about New York. I would
they
definitely
high.
be living in Central Park because
Right. You're right, because it's high.
$3,000 for a broom closet. You
Yeah,
can't-
yeah. It's
You
not.
can't
It's not
even
a Philly
sneeze.
I ain't
one
even
bedroom
on Philly,
either.
yup.
It's a Philly closet.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
like,
yup.
that's crazy.
That's
I
a
don't
studio.
even like going there.
It's like a studio
Yeah,
that showing
I
me
don't
like
like-
1500.
It's too much
a month.
energy. You
Like,
think?
No, it's just
What?
it's too many people. Too
yeah.
much shit going
That's
on.
the only thing I ain't like when I was out. See,
It's too busy.
my peoples lived in Rochester, but when we went to the city, I was like, oh, this shit goofy. This downtown times like 70. Like,
Yeah.
that shit really like a
It gives you anxiety.
screaming. No, I'm
I'm opposite.
from Philly, so I don't care about the crowd. It's
Yeah,
just that everybody, I don't know
Yeah,
nothing.
I need that. I get nervous when it's not enough going on.
Right,
Hey,
right,
man,
right.
it's mad
Yeah,
quiet.
Right, right.
And
I
this-
got you.
This is
That's
where
what-
somebody's
that's why I like
grabbing you
Philly.
and nobody
Kinda get
helps.
both.
Right,
You get both
Yeah.
here. That's why
You're
I
right, Dom,
prefer
but yeah,
Philly.
all that,
It's both.
you gotta, it's like, you can't even move. You gotta wait for 60 people to go by, and then you take a step, and then, yeah, I was like, this shit, boy.
No, New York is definitely keep tapping your pockets.
Yeah.
You walk and feel
that's
keep
the thing.
hitting you.
Oh,
John
my
with the
God,
zipper
Let me
yeah.
make-
That's the main downside, I think, to New York,
Yeah,
too,
they like
is
the greatest
all of the people
pickpockets.
that keep bothering you while you walking down the street trying to sell you stuff. Like,
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
just will
And they
not
got
leave you
everything.
alone. Follow you down the block.
Nigga will walk
And
up, got spinning
everything, I
tops. You
can't.
like, damn, spinning tops? Where you get spinning tops from? Nigga, yeah.
Just go follow me down the alley.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
They didn't want
That's
you to
one
walk
thing
in the
down
back
there,
of
they
the
was
building.
grinding.
Like,
They was.
yeah, right here. I got everything you need.
We went to the Fridays being hooked. They was out there selling awesome. Yo, we got hats, bro. Yo, we got light up, Joe. I'm like, man, these niggas out here way worse than us.
Yeah,
But you know, down here, you can't run up on a nigga like that.
yeah,
You,
yeah.
get, you know what I'm saying? You be like, I spent a whole nigga, I was nigga on my homies, I was gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Just trying to let
See?
you know I
See?
got a party going on. Yeah, nigga. Yo, nigga, you should have had the flyer out. You know, motherfuckers so hyped. You can't see that's the only thing about here and anywhere else. I did learn that too. Like,
Yeah, and out in New York, they
Where
can
we
spot
from?
when you're not from there.
yeah, right.
Hey, man,
Where
I
we
know you
from?
ain't from the city, man. Check
Yeah.
this out. All right.
Like Dom said, that is true. I was out Florida, boy said, yo, I love your podcast, man. You right? Here, niggas like, nigga, name Mike. You ain't my uncle. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck is you talking to? He right, though. So I get that, but like, yeah, like, it's just different here. Like, I tell anybody, you come here and you make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Like
don't
how
care where
y'all
you
bid
from.
on people. The fact that I even know that.
Yeah, I'm about
right,
to say,
word is crazy.
welcome.
So
Welcome, right,
how
right.
y'all bid on people too? I had to stop an actual altercation from taking place on live because it was a New York bull talking to a Philly bull, and he was getting bid on, right? But the New York guy was like starting to get real
Like, yeah,
aggressive.
yo,
Like,
B.
you don't talk to me like
Right,
that.
yeah,
And I had to
B.
get in the comments and be like, no, fellow New Yorker, let me explain. You know what I mean?
He probably
I was
called him a
like-
dickhead.
Like, yeah, I'm
They
like,
don't-
let me
they don't-
explain.
they don't play
I
that
say
shit.
he's
You can't do
he's
that,
actually
though.
showing you love right now. He's actually teasing you to see if you could like take it, and if you get past this, you know what I mean, this test, you guys are gonna be the best of friends. He was like, nah, I don't know. He's like, where I
Yeah,
come
yeah,
from,
yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? We
Come on.
handle people
Right.
talk to us like that or whatever.
Right.
I
I ain't gonna
stopped.
front, that's how I test my friendships. If we can't joke around and talk shit, I don't
You
think
ain't
it's
my
gonna
own.
last.
Right.
Yeah, I'm out here saving lives on like a daily basis, no matter where I go.
And real family on that, and real friends, whenever you do that, they tell you both, yo, man, you been right. See, that's how you know it's real family shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we brothers, right? But some people do take it personal. But now you can't say nothing down here either. I come up in the era, yeah, you can, fucking that in, nigga, this and that. Yeah, I never come up where you can invite a nigga to your penis. No, that's nut shit. Like, where I come from, that's always been nut shit. Now, I don't know anybody else, but all that stuff like that and all that, no, bro, we don't do that. But, oh, fuck you punk ass nigga, you bitch ass nigga. All that shit was cool. That was just, we toughen up your skin. Now, niggas make the news for that. And that's bad, though. Like, even here, though, now.
And that young man be 13.
Yeah, niggas be making the news for it.
I'm scared
fuck
of
you,
children.
nigga, what nigga? A kid, nigga, I'm saying basketball shit. You can't say shit now. You gotta be on defense
You
here,
used to be able
too.
to tell a kid to
Yeah.
go get their parents to have a civilized talk.
Yeah, not
Now that kid is chumping their parents and they got a gun.
Or,
Shut up, boy.
or 100 is, you know your son is Ronald, but you know he little bang bang. And you come down here and act like, not my son. Y'all got him fucked up. We gonna go. His name Bang Bang. He's banging niggas. You know this shit is. You raised him. Like, yeah, parents
You gotta
sometimes out
be a
of pocket
level of
too.
not
Right.
being a bitch and still being respectful.
Right. And then you got one.
Man,
one
little
these-
Bang Bang sits
Yeah.
on my step and smokes.
Yeah, I really
I
want
told him to
fuck
leave
him up.
today because I
Right.
had people come.
Right.
And he pulled a gun out.
You 40-something years old, you gotta go fucking kind of have a debate with this 13-year-old like you trumping them because he gonna be on nut time because you right. Yeah, that is how the world is now.
Yeah, welcome to Philly in a nutshell.
Yes, welcome to Philly for real. You sit on my step, I don't even know you. You smoke weed on my shit. But if I tell you to move, you'll pull out an 89 shot. Be like, look over here, check this out. Well, check what out. I pay mortgage here. I'm confused about why I'm even about to die now. You know what I'm saying? This is my house. I don't fucking know you. Like, yeah, that's a fucked up way. Then they
And I
be
ain't
talking
never
shit
seen you
about him,
before.
sending him money. Yeah,
I never
old
seen you
head,
before.
old head should have just let you finish the blood, bro. What, nigga? Yeah.
I never even seen you on the block.
I don't even
What,
know you.
Right. You don't even live
But
next
that's the shit
door
that make the
or
news
down
now.
the
When
block.
I was coming up, yeah, I ain't gonna say that people ain't get hurt, but in the 90s and all that, it was probably about something. I don't think nobody worth dying, but not shit like that. Like I said, you play basketball, fuck you, nigga, fuck you, oh, whatever. Go get your brother. I go get my brother. Nigga, we all get our ass whipped. We done missed our curfew because of basketball. Not because, oh, nigga, the next time you shoot that jump, it go in, I'm gonna blow your head off. What? Well, I don't want to play ball no more. Oh, you a bitch now? No, I'm not. I want to see tomorrow.
Right.
I want to see tomorrow.
It ain't worth it. Yeah.
Fuck basketball.
It ain't worth it.
That's what I'm saying. What? You just told me you gonna kill me for the next jump.
Killed my
I gotta get out the game. I think it's time to eat dinner. No, it ain't. Yeah, like niggas are bullies like
never
that.
want to shoot a basketball again.
And I'm just being real. I got 7 sons, man. I hear this shit every day. Niggas be mad, like really be going at each other. Yo, why you ain't hanging with Billy, man? Fuck that nigga, Pop. We playing 2K, he gonna keep screaming in my ear like, yeah,
What?
yeah. I'm like, so that make you mad? Yeah, he in my fucking space.
He in
like,
my
for real,
space.
he in my face. It's a game. Yeah. No, Pop, we don't do that now. I'm like, oh, you right, I'm old then. We don't do that now. We never did that shit. That never bothered us.
Get deep.
You and Mario, you talk shit. Then, all right, I'm gonna stay up all night and try to end this bitch too. Tomorrow I'm gonna talk shit. Nah, I wanna fight you tomorrow because of that.
No, I did get my ass whipped by the Raiders in a mad game. I had to kick my homie out.
Oh, you one of them.
Yeah, no, I fucked up.
So I told you, he one of them. I told you, he one of them. All right,
Listen,
it's my house. You beat me.
Listen,
Get the
it was
fuck out.
84-7.
Fuck out.
He had to go.
84-7.
Yeah,
And he had the
Smokey
Raiders.
Robinson in you. You should have
And
let
he
him
was
spend the
talking
night.
shit to me
You
in my
should have
house.
left. 84-7, you should have left your house.
That's crazy.
You know what? This shit
Oh, yeah,
for the
you gotta
day.
go, bro.
Beat the shit out me in my old house.
Yeah, and he
Put him out
Are you like on the
though.
headset talking shit and everything?
Put him out for a minute.
No, we was sitting next to each other.
So you'll ride by
He
me at
put
the
him
bus
out.
stop. Act like you don't see me. He put him out the house, so he know he'll ride by you at the bus stop.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing you.
You be at the bus stop, you see me, he try to look
I'm not
straight.
playing you,
Talk about,
man.
yo, I gotta pay attention to the road. Right?
No, I was on some nut shit. I apologize the next day.
I told
We
you,
was cutting too, so he
dang,
got picked up by truancy and everything. But
Damn, you should get a book for the batting game.
Oh man.
Yeah, I called his mom. What happened? John Madden.
Cop tackle.
Yeah. I mean, fuck him. He had Bo Jackson and all them niggas.
Oh,
Get a
my
lot crazy.
goodness.
So
Relationship question I was talking about?
Yes, yeah,
no.
y'all, yeah.
Before
You
we
need
get to
that
that,
back. Yeah, before we get the game, man, let's talk about it.
Your upbringing, because I mean, you gotta be, I mean, a certain type of people. I think the people that want to give back, and you give it back, and you raising all this money for other people. How was your upbringing? Like you got brought up that way. I don't know, how was
Yo,
that?
everybody, based
it.
off of how I sound and carry myself, people think I'm like a damn Huxtable and shit. Like I grew up with, you know, a mom that was a doctor and a dad that was a lawyer. But I really had a real fucked up upbringing, you know. I experienced a lot of super, super traumatic stuff as a child. So I think that where my desire to do what I do came from is I didn't feel like I had a me when I was growing up.
Okay.
And I wanted to live my life in a way where nobody else would ever feel like they didn't have somebody. So in my work, I never had children. And the reason was because I feel like the world is my child. You know, every child is my child. Every person is my child. And so rather than like bringing a child into the world, it was like, how can I help the people who don't have, you know what I'm saying, the leadership, the guidance, the support, etc. And that will be my mission. That's why I called it Real Mission Inc.
Okay.
You know, because it's a real mission that I'm on.
Okay.
That sounds it.
Yeah, that's all that. Yes. So tell us what's coming up. What's new? What's about to happen?
Well, so right now I'm applying for funding, fingers crossed, for the 4th annual Philly Got Bars, which is my anti-violence rap contest.
You gotta be in that.
If everything
Definitely.
goes
Y'all do.
the way it's supposed to go, it'll be 4 bands again this year. You know, you can't go down in the number now. You gotta go up. Right. So, but I knew I couldn't go up to 5 this year based off of how motherfuckers acted off the 4. Like the infighting and other stuff that was happening behind the scenes. It's like people act crazy when money like that is involved. So I knew I had to keep it here for a while. But I plan to, with more funding, go up to 5, 10. I plan to keep going up with the prize money at some point. I have a new project I'm launching this year because I'm not a one-trick pony. So I got something called a Sneaker John coming up in April. It's
yeah.
So the sneaker, I say it with a New York accent. So the Sneaker John is a sneaker art show. So it's bringing the concept of an art gallery vibe to the hood. So the art will be sneakers, classic sneakers, celebrity shoes, and custom Johns. So
Nice.
they're gonna be in like art cases and stuff, and the little wine and blah blah blah. The performers. I got a lot of the team from out Logan coming out to perform. Razor, OBH Razor, and those dudes or whatever are gonna be collabing on a project with me. So I'm really excited for that. And you know, about to get some good shoes, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
From folks to put in the cases. So.
How do you go about that? How you reach out to get the sneakers?
I got a couple friends.
Okay.
You know, I got a couple. I have relationships.
Enough said.
I got a couple friends, so trying to get, you know, those type of shoes, like, and promote the people who do custom stuff. It's all a part of the hip hop culture. Like, I'm in love with hip hop culture, so I'm gonna do a rap contest. I'm gonna do a sneaker joint. Right. I'm targeting black men 18 to 35 with my projects, and I find that if you want to reach that audience, you can't be inviting them to like cupcake cook-offs and shit. Like, you gotta have stuff that folks are already interested in. So that's what I have coming up.
That's dope. You got a lot going on.
Go ahead, Dom. You got
Keep doing your thing.
Go ahead, Dom. Yeah.
Before we get into the game,
Yes.
that I can't wait to tap into, because I'm
I'm
pretty sure I know you went crazy on.
Yeah, well, I got some shit for her.
When it comes to you having this type of profession, it demands a lot of your time and a lot of like your attention. I want to say basically like 85 to 90% of the time. How do you balance having like your personal life, like your love life with a business like that, and like maintaining like just like not giving so much time to the person and still doing your business, or vice versa?
Yeah, that's a dope question. So I practice a very uncommon religion. It's called Taoism, and it's very much like Zen Buddhism, but a little bit less like depressing. So the main tenet of that religion is balance. Is making sure, like they say, that the unbalanced life is usually where there's problems. So if you work too much, problem. If you play too much, problem. So I structure my day to where from 9 to 5, I'm on work time. I don't play during that time. And from 5 to like midnight, I'm on playtime. I don't work during that time. And I found like the day almost like can cut itself in half and allow me to live like a full life, like that's in balance. So that's how I do it. And you know, I was watching a YouTube thing recently, and it was a young man. Like, I was surprised to be learning something from someone this young, but he went monk mode, which is where you hide from the world for like 6 months or whatever, and you don't do social media, nothing, and then you emerge a whole new person. He said that the most important things to get a hold of is manage your time, manage your attention, manage your money, and manage your emotions. And I have that written in my notebook every day. I give myself a score. How did you do managing your time today? How did you do managing your attention today? How did you do managing your money today? How did you do managing your emotions? And by doing that, I'm like, how can I fix that for tomorrow if it was fucked up? You know? So by being deliberate, you know, and just being in a state of constantly like improving.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, let's give it up for that. That was all. I like that. Yeah. Y'all heard her, because she lost me on one, but she brought it back. You know what I'm saying? All that shit at one time, I'm going to go crazy. But I'm a manager, yeah. But but you know what? That's a great way to go about it. And from what I'm hearing, it definitely takes a lot of worry off of you. Mm-hmm. And that's what we all want. To be honest with you, we all want that.
Peace.
Before I get into the game, I want to ask this real quick. So if one of us wanted to start a nonprofit, what's the first 3 things we will have to do?
Call me.
Yes, okay. All right.
We'll have a conversation about what it is that you want to do, so I can make sure that we're like setting you up right for what you want to do. People, please stop just getting LLCs. Like,
Come on,
and just
talk about it.
these are legal documents, like they mean stuff. So like, just be careful with just filing paperwork and stuff and not knowing like what you're doing.
Sound like
right? Because you're signing off on stuff, your social security number is being associated with certain things, and they may come to ask you for finances later because you did that right when you weren't ready. So you come talk to me. We have like a meeting, and then it's really easy. Just from there, we just take care of getting your stuff set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's something that we wanted.
Just call her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Call you tonight. Right.
Call you tonight.
All right, so this game time. So I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Game time.
Pick one.
Game time.
You won't never be able to do both, and it's all fun. So most of this stuff is made up, put it together, just for us to have a good time. So
Okay.
now that I do know all the fields that you in, so now even though you said you weren't going to act, we're going to put you in a movie. But now the people you can be in a movie with is either Mary J. Blige and Whitney Houston, or Janet Jackson and Aretha Franklin.
Mary J. Blige and Whitney Houston.
Why? I'm just asking why.
Legends too. Like the others are legends as well, but Mary got me through every relationship I ever had from birth
Yeah, I get
until now. Whitney Houston again. I can remember being like in the school gym singing Whitney Houston songs while like rolling on a big ball. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like,
I get it.
No Diddy.
See, I told you that shit is crazy.
Yeah, so
He in jail like, take that. They talking that shit. They talking that shit.
so it's just when I felt something in here when you said those names.
G,
Who was with Aretha?
Janet Jackson.
I'm gonna just go with Whitney. She carrying it by herself though.
Got to be more careful. Murder.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mary and Whitney.
Damn.
And this is for a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we making The Bodyguard too. We'll go with Whitney and Mary J.
Buzzy.
Yeah, all day. Mary killing power. Y'all know Whitney work. I'm going with them too. On screen?
Mike?
Yeah, same.
All right. All right, so now listen, they putting you in the cartoon. So
Okay.
you're going to be in the cartoon. So y'all making a cartoon. So it's going to either be Lil' Kim and Snow White or Trina and I don't know. I had two.
That's crazy.
Cinderella. I had two for her, but we're going to go with Cinderella first.
Give this Snow White is crazy.
We're going to go with Cinderella first. I had two up for her.
And Cinderella.
Or Little Kim and Snow White.
You already know, man. New York is in the building. I gotta go
right,
with.
all right. Now that I know
used
that,
to be
right.
scared of the
Yeah, right. Okay, now that I know
Lil'
that.
Kim and Snow White.
G,
I'm gonna go with Lil Kim. Queen B.
come on, Murdoch.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
going
I
Lil'
should have
Kim.
said what's the name. All right, come on. All right.
Yeah, you know, I gotta take Lil' Kim in the seven dwarfs.
She is one of the
Buzzy.
dwarfs now.
Yo, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
One more time.
Lil Kim and Snow White or Trina and what's the name? I should have said the other one. Cinderella.
I'm going with Cinderella.
Yeah, Cinderella. I should have said the what's the name though, the girl. The little pokey girl.
I
Okay.
feel like Cinderella
Mike.
better than Snow White.
No, yeah, I do actually. Snow White was a whore.
Hey, common ground.
know that.
Right, yeah.
But
Mike,
I was taking Cinderella.
Wow.
Lil Kim and Snow White. All right, now listen. So you got to join the group. So you either going to join the A team or the Dukes of Hazzard. When I'm saying joining the group, you got to be in the group. You got to do what the stuff that they doing.
Oh.
So you either going to
I'm joining the A team. I'm not riding around in cars sporadically and dangerously.
Okay. Shit, they dangerous as a motherfucker, right? That's what I want to say. Wait a minute. These motherfuckers blowing up. Should they
they're my
slide
kind
down
of
houses? And
dudes,
this nigga slide down buildings?
Six-seater down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
18, I'll go with 18.
18.
definitely give me the 18.
Down.
I'm gonna go Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, I think that's where I might be. Me and you, we just the good old boys.
Give me them honkies with that.
Yeah, that shit they doing gonna get me killed. Buzz,
Yeah, I'm going with the black people are accepted.
I got you. The 18, yeah, I got you. Mike. For sure. All right, so we know you put the shows together. I see you do the events. So now they're giving you a comedy show. But now you only get 3 people. So you got to pick a host, who go on, and then who end it. You can pick any comedians you want. But it only can be 3 of them. And the host, the first person you say is the host.
Okay.
And that's for everybody here.
Okay.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
My host is Chris Rock.
All right, I love Chris Rock. I mean, you might get along great. Okay.
I'm having. I'm having Cat Williams started
Y'all
off.
vote for the best one.
All right.
So Chris Rock, Cat Williams, okay. We
All
got
right.
one more.
And then I'm having Dave Chappelle and the whole joint.
God damn. Let's go, G.
Is this Dead or Alive?
Yes, it don't matter. You can pick any comedian you want.
I'm kind of like on the same page. She got like I'm ending with Dave. I think I'm starting with Cat. Host. Shit. I'll just go Kev. Kev for the host.
That was crazy too. Murdoch.
Give me Bernie for the host.
Mm.
Yeah, give me Bernie for the host. Definitely with the ending it with Chappelle. And then in the middle, give me Eddie Murphy.
God damn.
You made it hard when you said Dead or Alive. Like, yeah, I was just
No, I just want to see where everybody at.
Right.
Dom, and you a comedian, but come on.
That's why I said, God damn, this question be hard as shit
Yeah,
for me.
right.
For my host, I'm definitely gonna go Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
right. That's who I was going. That's my
To
favorite
start the
person.
show off,
My
I'm
favorite.
gonna go Robin Harris.
Okay.
In the end of the show, I'll probably do Bernie the ending,
Okay.
just to keep that vibe.
Buzz,
You said yours, huh?
come on, it's the game. It's y'all.
Me, my host is Richard Pryor. My act to start that bitch is Bernie, and I'm closing it with Chappelle.
All right, okay.
look like
Mike.
Chappelle the closer.
That was a respectful fuck you, by the way, because Mark is my host too.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's my favorite person. Yeah, mine too.
I got Red Fox next.
Woo.
And I'm still thinking about the closer. I keep saying Bernie. Yeah. I go Bernie.
Who you opener?
Red Fox.
Oh, Red Fox. Okay.
Okay.
Although George Carlin, honorable mention, man. Since you said big honorable mention, because like once I already gave my answer before I realized it was dead or alive.
George, I
He
went
made it
with
hard.
Bernie, but like, if it's an honorable mention, Carlin on the ticket.
Carlin would have been my closer. I'd have ousted
Okay.
Chappelle for
If
Carlin.
we doing honorable mentions, my starter would have been Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We can do.
fuck
Come on.
with
And
Eddie.
who was yours with me? Jay?
Oh no, it'd have been the opener.
No, yeah. If you had another pick, if you had an honorable mention, who would you pick?
Oh, it definitely would have been Martin though.
You, Murdoch. All right. Well, we heard yours. Okay. So look, they gonna put you in a movie, but you only can do a movie with one person. So either Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey.
Whoopi Goldberg.
You do The Color Purple too, or no?
Yeah,
It'll
I'm
be 3 now.
That was
Part 3.
She said, yeah, part 3. Oh, they on that now? That's like the worst man bashing movie in the United
The
States.
music wasn't
They
bad though.
make
It
all
wasn't
of
bad.
them.
I'm gonna go with Whoopi Goldberg though.
Whoopi,
Yeah.
Murdoch,
Definitely Whoopi.
Dom.
Come on, man. How y'all go against Big O? I'm going with the Big O.
No, I'm going with Whoopi too on that. Let's go, Buzz.
I'm going with Jumpin' Jack Flash.
All right.
I'm going with
Excellence.
every Goose. What we go?
Sister
Yeah,
Act.
she doing all
I
that.
love
She
her,
got-
bro.
Jack Flash, Whoopi.
yeah, Jumpin' Jack Flash. Oh yeah, that's the real Whoopi Goldberg.
Yo, that's crazy that was his
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Mike.
Whoopi did make Eddie.
But Oprah's gonna show up
She
in
did.
a helicopter with a check saying, we're,
That shit ain't gonna make it to the screen.
yeah. I'm still walking out with 100 bucks.
So Mike, pick one. Crazy.
Oh,
You don't know. All right, so just like you doing profit, so they giving you the budget for the movie. You don't have to be in it, but the only combinations you get is Catwoman and Jessica Rabbit, or Wonder Woman and Betty Boop.
Catwoman and Jessica Rabbit.
Okay.
Sex sells.
I was about to say, I got excited just hearing the name.
Jake.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same. Definitely for sure.
Dom, yeah.
You go ahead and swing that
Yeah,
question.
Okay. I like that. Buzz, I like that.
The second two, what was the question
serious.
initially?
You gonna put a movie together? No, she just putting it together. But these the only people she get: Catwoman and Jessica Rabbit, or Wonder Woman and Betty Boop.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Jessica Rabbit's tip of the scale.
First one,
It's her that
Catwoman and Jessica Rabbit.
I just made all my money back on this movie.
Everybody got
All
Catwoman.
right, I like that.
Catwoman.
Any more closing questions, y'all? Let's get anything I want to close out on. And
We got a question. Is happy wife, happy life a true statement or a real statement? Like, how do you feel about that statement?
Yeah, I mean, I think life is not going to be good if you got an unhappy woman around you, unhappy person, period, right? But I think a lot of men don't understand that they're the reason why the woman is that way.
Why?
She don't know why.
I don't know, baby.
Right.
Why?
That's shit. That's like
If she would
don't
say
know
that
why.
happy wife, happy life a good statement, she must have a reason why she feels like that. When the statement saying, as
But
long
it's-
as you
it's really-
happy,
is it a
we
true
supposed to be
statement?
good.
Because really,
I
the
wanna know
statement
why.
is saying that it's really only the wife should be happy.
Right.
Pretty much, that's what the
As
statement.
long as you happy, I should be
It's
happy.
how you interpret the statement.
That's no,
right?
that's what the
Happy
statement
wife,
says.
happy life could just be that. Could just be, do you want a happy life and a happy wife? Good. But I feel like it's the comparisons. Everybody feeling like, well, what about the man? Like, no, every question doesn't have to be a what about. You know what I
Why?
mean? How about ask the question, do you think happy husband,
Right.
happy husband or whatever?
If you
like,
gonna say
you know,
that's
like-
not true because there's no, it's nothing made up.
The answer might be yes to that too, but I
happy
wasn't
man, a happy
asked that.
plan?
You get what I'm saying?
We ain't got shit that round. That's why they work.
right.
But
If the
I-
lights on, is that a good man?
Yeah, if you like, I'm saying that we don't ask all of the questions.
got
We
you.
ask a question, we get an answer. And, oh, but it's not this. No, you didn't ask me. If it was that,
Yeah,
I
it's
do
just-
think
is
that
it a
both
true
people.
statement?
I just think people should be happy in general.
Okay, so it's a false statement.
So let's go back to this real quick before we end and all that. So if someone walks up on me as a man and asks to take me out, that means that they're paying? Should I expect that, or because I'm a man, I should be able to expect? Because I'm the man, I still need to pay.
Oh no, I mean somebody asking you to go somewhere with them means that they're paying.
That mean that. By them walking up
Unless
on me,
they
right,
say-
that's why I'm just making sure.
You just gotta make it clear,
Because I
but
think that too. That's why I'm asking.
to me, the assumption would be, now, what you should do in that situation now
That's
is
what I want
different
to talk
than
about.
what-
Okay, let's
Forget
go.
what you. As a woman, you look at a man. Hey, okay, yes, I invited this man out.
Right, right.
I want to do, yeah, but
Right.
come on, brother. I know as a woman, you're still expecting. Like, I know this man ain't about to let me pull my wallet out and really pay for this meal.
I'm torn on that. Like, I'm going fully expecting to pay, but I'm also cut different. I'm always
got
asking,
you.
I'm always dropping the money down. Nah, I got you. Like, I'm that person,
Okay.
you know, to a fault.
Okay, so remove your personal
Right,
stance.
right.
Yeah.
Just think as the basic woman. Hey, I want to go out with you. I say, yeah, let's go out. I want to say majority of the women. I don't want to speak for all of you, but majority of the women would still expect, like, yeah, I invited you out.
That's
but come
different,
on.
though. She said, hey, I want to go out with you. You say, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like 50-50 to me.
Right.
Now, if she says, I want to take you out, that's her paying, but please come with some money just in
Okay.
case.
Right, I got you.
And as a guy, maybe offer at least, even when someone says that they're taking you out. I do this as a female too. I don't go like with the assumption that it's on them, even if they asked me. I'm still gonna try it when that check comes to be like, yeah, let me get and then
Now, as a man, we receive that with the good intention, like, you know what, that's a good girl, that's cool, because she knows she don't gotta pay. Now, on the other hand, if I'm like, well, yeah, you handle that.
Right.
It also depends on the relationship I have with the person. Like if we have known each other and been involved with each other
Okay.
for a long time, I'm going to the restaurant and when that check come, like I'm expecting in my relationship, that's an expectation.
Right.
Right.
I got you.
I'm not asking if they can pay half in my relationship, right? But if like I'm just friends with the person or we're just getting to meet each other,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like the
gonna
dating
make
stage.
the gesture to pay for half
got
of that. I
So
just
you're
don't
saying
like
if you're
receiving
in
shit
a
from
relationship,
people.
the man always pays the bill? If you're in a relationship?
Yeah.
He always pay the bill?
If we go out to dinner, yeah. Unless it's like I have a urge one day to just be like, let me do this, but
So
it should be
we-
like
So that's like a once in a
it should
blue
be
moon.
like when I
That's
feel
crazy.
like
That's crazy. Yeah. So
it's
we in a
only because
relationship.
of how much eating out means to me personally as a person. It's like a hobby of it's like a major thing with me to have a partner who likes restaurants and
Right.
and culinary and shit like
Right.
that. So like you get in a relationship with me,
Right.
yeah, that's what we're.
See, I'm 50% with her on that.
Yeah, but so we're in a relationship and you want to go out. You be like, babe, you taking me out? I ain't ready to eat or nothing, so I gotta pay for that. Is you ready?
I'm usually not like you taking me out. I'm just not. It's hard for me to imagine that. I don't
Every
say that.
time we go out, the man's supposed to pay if they're in a relationship.
Nah, just dinner.
Oh,
I
every
got
time
a thing with dinner.
Okay, I got you.
The dinner part.
Okay.
The
Cool.
relationship
She just
dinner.
shut me up.
So lunch
'Cause
is
I was
cool.
just about to say that.
Okay.
I only
Lunch
believe
is
that
cool.
for dinner.
I do
Yeah,
too.
lunch is. I mean,
So I do too. So I ain't got nothing
like
to say to
I
about
feel
that.
like
Okay.
breakfast, lunch type
I was
stuff.
just saying, she was like, yeah, breakfast, and then I was like,
Yeah,
oh, hell no.
that should, I
But the
feel like
dinner,
that's your
all day, you're
knockout
right.
space.
Yeah, you're right.
Dinner,
I'm not paying
All day.
half of the bill in my
No, you're not.
relationship.
And dinner, no, you ain't supposed
At
to.
all.
But
Yeah.
but you gonna
Or
make
the
sure
whole-
I give me a pancake or something
half or
once in a
whole.
while though too. Now all these steaks adding up and
I'm
shit.
either paying
At night.
for the whole thing
What the fuck you talking about that?
because I wanted to or whatever,
Ain't no
or
sour
I was
jumping
in a
off on
better
you or nothing.
position to do so. Like if I'm in a better financial position than the person at the time, then all the dinners are on me. You get what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. But if we're in a relationship and we both earn money
Right.
and we're going out to dinner,
Get
it's
on
just
her.
like
Yeah, facts.
dinner is on you, bro.
Facts,
Like
it is.
that's not.
Yeah, I ain't
I
talking
agree.
about nobody
I
caring.
agree.
I'm talking about we both equally like you do.
But if we're not
and
in
we're
a
okay.
relationship and we're just hanging out and I don't know you, it doesn't even matter if we've been hanging out or a situation or whatever for like a year. I'm still on half with you because
And where? And
I don't
where's?
know.
I didn't earn.
Come on,
Yeah.
I'm on another fence with paying for dinner all the time. Like I'm not going to pay for dinner every time just because I'm the man and that's what's supposed to happen.
It's dinner.
I
In the
don't know.
relationship.
No, I've been married for 15 years and it ain't that. I'm not paying for dinner every time just because you want to go out to eat tonight. You think I'm going to pay
Granted,
every
she
time
pay
you
for
want to
dinner
go out
when
to
she-
dinner?
I bet she paid for dinner on shit she wanted.
But no, but the
That's
fact,
what they do.
The fact that
women wanna
she's
pay for
telling
dinner,
me
it's with something. Well, I wanted to go to this restaurant.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I've been
that's true.
checking this out.
the fact
I
that
got
she's
you.
telling me
Right.
that's her thing, and that's your thing. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I'm the type. I'm going to tell you. You know what? I ain't even hungry tonight. You go by yourself.
I told you. I told you.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm very low. I'm
Like-
very low maintenance. I do
just
my own
saying.
nails.
Right, I ain't hungry at all.
You know, I got, look at my cut. I'm very low maintenance. You don't gotta buy $5,000 weaves for me. I do my
Right.
own nails. I don't do jewelry and handbags and stuff. Dinner is my little guilty dinner
Nah,
and
that's what I'm
trip.
saying.
I like
That's
to
cool.
I like to stay in hotels and go on trips and stuff too.
Right.
Those two things. Now, I don't expect a man to pay for the trip though.
All right, you just
But
a dinner. I get it.
this is just a dinner thing specifically with me.
Food.
Oh, we going half. Goddamn.
Listen,
If he paid for a
Food
whole
gets
trip, you all-
expensive.
Everybody know don't go on
once
this plane.
listen, once we
without knowing the
done went out
rules.
3 times a week, that's $300-$400.
Oh no, I'm only
Because that's
going
your
once.
thing. That's what you
I
wanna
cook
do.
though. I
We gonna-
cook.
That's on the low end.
So what?
Yeah,
so
that's
what
on the
is
low
a-
end, right.
Because now,
Yes.
just real
That's
quick
the-
before we get out of here, I love that,
Chick-fil-A.
y'all. I just want to ask you. So, what is a go out dinner date to you? Because certain women, certain restaurants is not a date. Certain
Right.
things is not a. No, I'm
Yeah.
just asking. I mean, like
Applebee's.
you said, no,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm about to say, yeah. Now I ain't gonna say relationship. Yeah.
I
So
don't
say
consider those dates. It's
Are
the
you-
difference from going on a date and
What's
going to
that?
get something to eat.
what is that? I'm asking you too. I'm asking you too. What
Yeah,
is
like,
that?
no. Make me look
like-
bad.
No,
What is
no,
that?
no. It's a difference between going to get something to eat and going out to eat.
Why?
Yeah.
The place that we going has eats.
Like if I all be like,
Not always.
no, that's like if I
Doesn't
call all,
have to.
that's like if I call all y'all and I'm like, yo, fellas,
We going out to
we
eat.
going to grab something to eat. We going to Applebee's. All right, bet.
But-
And that was different from, yo, we going to dinner tonight. We going to Chima's. You know you got to put a different clothes. You know you got to wear your nice.
But at Applebee's, we can eat
that's
dinner.
going out.
So you can't go out to
But at
for
Applebee's,
dinner
we
at
can eat
McDonald's?
dinner in a
No,
suit too.
that's
we can go
grabbing
to
something
Applebee's
to
with a
eat.
suit on and eat dinner.
No, you can't. That's grabbing a quick bite.
Oh shit!
I think
I just learned something. Well,
When you walk in
I've
Applebee's, there's
been
one boy that
biting
greets
my whole
you, and he
life.
smell like weed. Hey man, go ahead and sit by the bar. We go to this restaurant. You gotta wait here.
I got
for-
you. I got you. I've been to
Walk
that.
this way. How many's at your dinner? Okay,
Right,
we.
right. Right.
That's what I mean
Come out
by-
on their shoulders and all that goofy
Yeah,
ass shit.
that's why. That's why I understand why she say about pay for dinner. Now, if we going out
All
to
right.
eat,
I got you.
You can grab that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we about to go grab a burger real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can grab that. That's cool. What you spend? $22.
Fingers,
Spend
right.
$22.
Yeah, right.
Babe, get
Yeah.
that. But when we going out, I don't even worry about that. Have a good time. That's what I consider a real date.
Okay.
Because I don't
Yeah.
consider movies a date. I'm not getting to know you at all.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to know the character. Why did Bob kill John? You trying to talk to me in the middle of a murder
why you
mystery?
talking to me?
Shut up.
Yeah, right.
That's not a real date. But I'm interested to see what you say. What you
Okay, I
consider a
understand
real
that.
date and not a real date.
Right.
I think my answer is gonna surprise you. I'm actually like humble. Like I'm humble as a date to me is anything. You could invite me to the library and the two of us just read for an hour.
There you go.
We could go to
put these sandwiches out my
we could
book
go
bag.
hiking. You know what I mean? Like one of my fantasy dates
5
is to
days,
just have
sodas,
cups of
right,
soup,
some
like
chips,
and,
right.
and hike, right?
Yep.
So like you could do anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial. I do think that inviting me to go eat dinner at McDonald's is maybe not, but only because I'm a foodie and like even
Well, I don't
the
eat that stuff,
restaurants
so you
that
gotta
a lot
look
of
at me.
people think are high end are actually low end to me.
Yeah,
To
of
me.
course. 'Cause you
So like
live in New
when I
York.
hear people be like steak 48, I'm like that might as well be like a
They only
chain.
got 5 steaks though. They don't have 48.
Yeah.
They don't ever
That-
listen to that,
to
bro.
somebody
There's only 5 of
like
these joints on the menu.
who eats like the
That's
way
it.
I do, it that would be like a
25 on
chain.
the menu. Y'all
But
know
I
that.
also know
It's not
what I
48.
get
Nowhere
into,
near.
so I would never let a guy that I just met pay for the kind of restaurants that I go to because I feel like it's an automatic I owe him something for that because of how much I know it's gonna cost. So if I go to
I'm glad.
if I
you
go
respect
to
it,
a
right.
place like
was
that,
respectable.
I'm paying for myself to
Right.
go, or I'm going
If you
with
say
somebody
30,
I'm in a relationship
$50
with.
plates here, you kind of think they gonna want something, but not
It's
all
so
men not like that.
automatic. I'm just not asking somebody I don't really know to do
Right.
that for me. I don't
Right.
understand this cash at me
things
shit.
have changed.
5 minutes after meeting somebody, I don't understand this
Damn, I
shit.
met you at
It might be
1:30,
before. It's gonna be
1:15.
before. You got
know what
cash
I'm
at
saying?
I
Me
don't
and Doug.
understand like people who like the second day you hang
Yeah.
out with them, you telling them about your bills. Like I don't
Right.
understand. I can't understand that.
Right.
So like
Right.
I would be ashamed to be
And then
like
you be together for 20 years and you don't
Lose
even
my
know
number.
what favorite
We went
color.
on one date. Now you backed up on rent.
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah.
Right.
I don't
Right.
understand
It's me
even
and it's you.
sharing that type of stuff with somebody or
this morning.
or expecting them to fund that because I got,
got
coochie. Like, it's like people think that just, I don't know, what they're getting away with saying, like, what do you bring to the table? All of this. Like,
All
what?
that- I can't take that
Like,
down
what?
there.
Like, what?
I'll pick you up and put the
don't-
electric bill, but
I
like, oh,
can't
nigga, I ain't got no
relate.
money, but take her. You gonna be
I
like,
can't
nigga,
relate. I could
you and her
tell
gonna
you
be-
what I bring to the table.
Look, you are gonna be in the dark.
I'm
take her
bringing
back.
another
And
table.
48 steaks now is now down to 4. Yeah,
know?
we ain't gonna be eating.
I'm bringing another table. I'm bringing
Yeah, you have
everything
to do
under the
that.
table. I'm bringing everything we putting on the table. Like, I just don't think like that.
Since you're a foodie, give us one of your restaurants.
My favorite restaurant in Philadelphia is called Helm.
Huh? I never even heard of that. So you go on real dates.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's
downtown.
Fuck that is. You can go on super
What kind of
real
restaurant is
dates.
it?
It's interesting. They just have like the ingredients on the board,
Oh,
and you don't
shit.
know what
Fuck,
they're
you gonna take me there?
You said
Bring
you
it.
they just got the ingredients
Salt,
on the
pepper,
board.
ketchup. We go back.
They have,
yeah, we
the,
like
they
that.
have like a
Yeah,
item
shut
number
the fuck
one will be like
Okay, we outta here.
chicken, mustard.
See, I
this,
told you.
And you just choose one of the numbers or whatever.
We gonna be like, can we
and
talk to the
then
manager?
they bring you
That's why they don't
your
like Philly.
food.
Oh, okay.
Just
I
say
really like
mayonnaise
it.
and
It's the
pickles. What
food been
fuck is
banging.
that?
I'm gonna check it out.
Believe it or
Look,
not,
bro.
the best thing they have there is carrots. They
See?
have these carrots that they cook that are smoked,
Smoked
and
carrots.
they're like,
Yeah.
honestly, that's like the best thing on the menu, believe it or not.
Smoked carrots sound pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
why
dude.
I like I told you, I'm a foodie. If you can make a side that makes me come back to your
Smoked gas.
restaurant, that's a good restaurant.
I'm guessing you date athletic built men.
Right, like Shaq and
Nah, I like
Dwayne Wade, people like that.
No, I'm telling you as a
part of the NWT community.
What's NWT
the
stand
nigga
for?
with titties.
Oh, I like them actually.
Cool, because I'm about to say, if we go out in the day,
Y'all
you
talking
start
about me.
talking about fried carrots, this is going to be our
I
last
like
date.
a little.
We got to take
I mean, there's gonna
take me
be.
to where
That's
you
not
eat.
all you're eating. That's not all you're eating there. I
You
mean,
just come up
that's not
with
all you're eating, but
A bunch of cherries.
yeah,
and start stirring them
I
up.
like the fluffy ones actually.
No, because I'm a foodie, so that's why I said I level a lot of. That's why dating is terrible for me.
Right. No, come on.
I know I
Real
level a
quick.
lot of things on basically like what she's saying. If
Right.
you're not already coming into this situation like that, I don't even like you.
Right.
If you ain't
Right.
got spots where you like, no, let's try this, and this.
Right, I got
Because
you.
I'm like, yeah, I got these 3 spots. Bet we gonna do this day. We gonna do this. I'm like a planner when it come to dating. Hey, you got
got
this
you.
time open for me. Bet let's maximize this.
Right.
Let's do this.
List, right,
If
all
you
day,
ain't on
right.
that and you got, well, we can do whatever.
You know what?
And then be mad with
They
whatever.
Call me about a shit.
Oh, I don't even like this
Yeah,
type
right.
of.
And that's what I'm talking about. You say we can do whatever. I'll
You
pull
get
up
your
at
steak.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Now you like, nigga got me fucked up.
Like, girl, you had no
Whatever.
suggestions.
And I'm here.
If I wanted a
Yeah.
And I don't trust women who get their steak well done.
Oh yeah,
You trying to
Yeah,
shake
yeah.
the table.
Yeah.
You
I told him that. I
You-
said, oh, what's that
no,
about?
it's different for a man. You know,
No,
a
I
man,
don't
you know,
even
we
know.
get in.
I
A
got it. I
woman
feel
that get a
uncomfortable.
well done steak is
Oh, no.
untrustworthy.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know how to manage your meats.
Right.
So I got to say that.
Congratulations, Calvin.
Oh
That's
wow.
how we did that.
Oh wow.
Hey, listen, man. Before we get up out of here, you have been wonderful. Let's give it a
Thank
clap
you.
up.
Thank
Listen,
you.
you learned so much. Yes, you have been wonderful. So, before we go, though, we always give everybody a chance to say something. You can say whatever you want. Let them know first where they can follow you at, your Instagram, your IG. Give them all that first, and you're allowed to say anything you want, baby girl. And we definitely appreciate your presence.
Yeah. Well, LaWanda Horton at Real Mission Inc. On Instagram. Also go by Empress L. Real Empress L, my rap name.
Okay.
And so basically, I guess what I want to say is, stop being delusional. It's mad delusional people out here right now. Y'all gotta start living in reality. And I want y'all to care a little bit more about what's happening in this world right now, because I think shit's about to get crazy.
For sure.
I know you moving silent, but you got something to tell the people that you got coming up.
Yeah, Sneaker John, April 25th. Seek Studios. Seek Studios.
Slick birthday.
Yeah, so any support we could get around that, come out, definitely. If you're a business or a brand that want to be on the screen, you got a clothing line,
You need a podcast at that event.
get with us.
My
Yeah,
sneakers in the case. They're gonna be worth like
so-
$22.
yeah, we need some. If anybody has some very interesting shoes, let us know.
Yes.
For sure.
All right.
Hey, make sure y'all tap in.
So only thing I had is, for yourself is, I know you continue to do everything that you're doing. And just pat yourself on the back. You know what I
Right.
mean? Give yourself your
Wonder.
flowers. You know what I'm saying? However you got to do it. Just make sure, you show yourself love and give yourself your flowers.
Take care of the Empress.
Thanks.
That's
Thanks.
what I got.
Take care of the Empress. Take care of Empress L.
Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Thanks.
And I just want to say, great interview. Once again, thank you guys for allowing me to sit in.
Always good.
LaWanda, thank you for being such a great person for our community as far as helping everybody with these businesses, coming on this podcast, just giving us game and just being open. I had a great time. Thank y'all. I just want to say thank you for being here.
You all that.
Thanks.
Appreciate you too, Dan.
I just want to piggyback on what they said. Definitely pat yourself on the back. You're a great guest. You're doing great things.
Thank you.
Keep doing it. I hope you'll be able to get back into your music. I feel you passionate about it. I see you perform. Even though it was 20 years, it seemed like it was just like yesterday. But yeah, we appreciate you. We need more people like you, and just keep going.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely we do appreciate you. So once again, you're really doing big things. And it's good to see that the sisters are doing it too. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
that's definitely a plus.
It's Woman Month, right?
What is that?
Women's History Month.
It is women's.
History Month.
Got to be more
Shout
careful.
out to
Yeah.
my mother, man. The first
Got
woman
to
say,
be
"Get
more
your
careful."
ass down.
Look, they got so many days,
Doing
like
your
I
thing.
said, so. But definitely, like I said, the team, man, you know, I love y'all. I appreciate you. Don, we really appreciate you, bro. Don't
Appreciate
always,
it.
we family. Sorry y'all didn't get a chance to see Whoopty. Where's Whoopty?
Where's
We'll be out
Whoopty?
tomorrow. Where's Whoopty? We'll be out tomorrow.
Special edition.
But definitely, like I said, coming here is our family, and we appreciate you. And for you to bless the podcast and give everybody the great knowledge that they do. Keep winning. Definitely pat yourself on the back. And Common Ground is here if you need us to participate in something. We will more be happy. I'm sure we can probably get Dom on board. And well, you had Dom on board. You got Excellence on board. Definitely big shout out to Excellence. Man.
Shout out Excellence.
Shout
Like
out
I said,
Excellence.
Common Ground Podcast
Appreciate
22,
y'all.
Uncle Shills, keep it real, no still, and I'll pay them bills, man.
Common
We up out here.
Ground.
Definitely.